right, welcome. Welcome to my channel. I can't say welcome back because I have never posted one of these before. So this is my New Year's resolution to put these up, and the reading that I chose for us today was how to make the best of your year ahead. So this could be for a birthday. I'm doing it on New Year's Day. It could be for 2024, like I'm doing it for New Year's Day 2024. But it could be your birthday. It could be another new year, or maybe it could just be the next 365 days of your life. Whenever you come across this, this is how to make the most of your year ahead. All right. So pile one, I have space. And I don't know. Oh, this is I think it's carnelian. I got this pile two. Surrender. And this green guy. Pile three. Protezione, protection. And this pewter color here. All right, so take a minute, meditate, then hit your timestamp, and I will see you at your reading. Okay, so this is pile number one. Okay, let's do this. So this is your reading on how to start your new year off right. Okay. So this card that I'm going to pull first is supposed to represent you right now. All right, great. So you are the gift. So that means that you've got, I kind of see the gift a little bit as the Magician card, something like between the Magician and the Empress. So with the gift, that means that you have many of your tools and you can just sort of lay back and not worry about having to acquire more tools. You already have what you need. All right, that's pretty nice. This next card is supposed to represent, oh gosh, the person you're becoming this year, or the person that your highest self, wants you to become, or the person that you want to become. So who are you becoming this year? Ooh. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. So you might have to go silent on some people. You might be getting a reboot. Oh, but look at that. Underneath the deck, your bottom supporting energy is Potion, which is definitely the Magician card in this Oracle deck. All right, so let me just clarify. So the Magician has all of his tools in front of him and he can sort of manifest anything. So that's your supporting energy, and that's great. And to do that, you might just have to slip away from some things, those things that just aren't serving you, All right, let's take a look at the energy that you're bringing in with you right now. All right, energy that pile number one is bringing in with them right now. Funny. All right. You're ready to kind of go into hibernation mode. You're ready to sort of stop worrying about everybody else and really, really focus on yourself. So that's where you are right now. So that's nice. All right. So then the next card is supposed to be the energy that you're striving for throughout this year. So we already know that you're supposed to be kind of pulling back. Maybe that's the energy that you have now, and you're on your way to sort of manifesting the energy, getting rid of certain things that you don't need. All right. So what energy should you strive for the end of this year? All right. I'm gonna say rest. Okay. So I don't know, but how you guys feel about that, but maybe you've been going on, like maybe you've been doing too many things. Maybe you have been taking on too many things, and now it's really your time to just retreat. I'm going to move this over here. Just retreat and do you, and find out what you want to do for the rest of your life. How does this year determine the rest of your life? All right, what's the connecting energy? How do you get from this sort of ghosty gift where you kind of you've got what you need, but you're thinking of kind of backing out of some things, to like being somebody who really is backing out and taking care of themselves and like getting the rest they need? All right, so when a negative card comes out, I like to try to pull one to see like how it's to see if I can get a positive one, to see how it's connected. If not, I'll just make sense of what's going on with the two negative. All right, so we've got fear. All right, so you really need to let your fears go and let your passions trump your fears. That's how you are going to get from this place of wanting to retreat to actually being able to retreat. And on the bottom of the deck, we have anxiety, so you might be a little worried about that. That makes sense. It can be scary to let go of things, for sure. Okay, let's get into your tarot. Oh, whoops. Wait, what did I... Oh, there, okay. Let's get into your tarot. I wanted to use a different deck. Where is it? Is it not here? Hold on. Got it. All right. Maybe some of you are feeling a little disoriented, or you're always looking outside of yourself for what you need. Because the funny thing is the deck I wanted to use was actually in my pocket. So I brought them upstairs from downstairs to do this recording. So that this might be like a little sign for you guys that stop looking outside of yourself, because you got what you need might just be in your pocket, and then you can relax. As far as passion, I just want to say one more thing about passion being sort of using passion to conquer your fears. So sometimes it seems like passion and rest are, opposed, because passion is a lot of activity and rest is the opposite of that. And I get that. But I think what this is really saying is you need a rest from like all that external noise, and you need to figure out who you are and what really drives you. And that's how you're going to have the best year ever. All right, so let's see what your tarot has to say. All right, I'm going to be daring and I'm going to take reversals, but my clarifiers don't have reversals, so we'll just do that. All right. Okay. All right, so how can group 1 find their passion to overcome their fear so they can get the rest that they deserve? All right. Let's go over here. You've got the 5 of Wands reversed. So something about letting go of a fight makes sense in this context. Maybe you're really focused on like a certain conflict in your life, and it's time to let that go. We'll take that one. Oh my goodness. This is a nice one. So, So how do you find your path? So I think this is a 4 of Wands. So I think, and it's, 4 of Wands is kind of like the marriage card, the twin flame card, which is fine. I don't think that focusing on that stuff for you right now is what this card is saying. That might be coming for you down the road. If you make that, if you follow, the path that you feel, is right for you. But I think for right now in this context, for making this your best year ever, the 4 of Wands is saying, like, really? So on one hand, we want you to retreat. On the other hand, like, this is saying go out there and mingle. But I think this is like daring you to kind of go out there and mingle as yourself, and not caring about what other people have to say. And that's just when you might meet that one, So build up that self-confidence. All right, what's next? All right, again, be quiet, This is just saying that, so Eight of Wands is about, movement, it's about messages. So Eight of Wands reversed is going to be about, the opposite of that. So again, you can hang back, maybe selectively choose, what you're going to go out and mingle in. But when you go out and mingle, you're going to be yourself. All right, what's next? Okay. So there is something about reciprocity here, and it makes sense. So it looks like you have been giving more than you've been receiving. Maybe some of you have been receiving more than you've been giving. Maybe there are some contexts in which you've been, giving more and receiving more. But there seems to be an important relationship here where you have been giving more than that person or group of people have been giving back to you. So your job as you move in to your ghosty, restful place where you can really pursue your passions and get in touch with who you love to be, I think you need to cut loose this relationship. If somebody's not giving you the energy you're giving them, F it. All right, what else do we have here? All right. Oh, but you're so lucky. You're very hopeful. So, remain hopeful. Not necessarily for whatever, this relationship might have been. Maybe, but remain hopeful for what this is going to bring you. So maybe some gratitude lists would be helpful. That always makes me feel hopeful. Whatever makes you feel hopeful. Ooh. Hello. Okay. Nope. Okay, last one. Well, last one on the side. Okay, so you need a plan because there are going to be some people that are tricky around you. Maybe. There are always going to be obstacles, right? And you need a plan and a backup plan when you're pursuing your passions. All right, I want to see what the central energy is here. Oh God, come on. What's the central energy? How does pile one use their passion to overcome their fear? All right. So this is saying, let go of defeat. So Five of Swords, right side up, is all about defeat. Upside down, you're moving on from that defeat. All right. Okay, bottom of the deck energy, King of Cups, which is good. This is an emotionally evolved person. So you had anxiety at the bottom of your deck energy for your anxiety. In the bottom of your deck energy for your energy cards, and it looks like over the course of this year, given that the King of Cups is at the bottom of your deck for this tarot, I think by going inward, letting your passions conquer your fears, you will have a sort of like an emotional intelligence glow up, for lack of a better term. You're really going to be able to sort of develop and mature your emotional responses, your emotional reactions, and you're really going to be able to feel and process and make the best choices that you possibly can for yourself based on your feelings. This isn't to say that people who are highly emotionally evolved don't use facts and logic. Of course you do, but you're also going to really be able to combine that with how you're feeling to reason from there. Oh, this just came out. So yeah, the Eight of Swords is like the person who's trapped, and this is upside down. So it's saying like for yourself, just let yourself come out. This year's all about you. All right. So we're gonna have some clarifiers. Okay. clarify this Five of Wands. Five of Wands reversed. All right, we can take this. So it looks like there's going to be a tower moment, and that tower moment is going to help you manifest your Queen of Pentacles mode. So these are so hard to see. Yeah, this is not good lighting for these guys. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is my first tarot deck that I ever got. All right. The Tower. Okay. All right, so with the Queen of Pentacles and the Tower clarifying the Five of Wands upside down, I think it's, you might have like one final fight that's done, and then it's you time. So you might be going through a breakup. Not necessarily. This could be some other fundamental change, but the Tower always means, you're going to have a fundamental change, not one that you planned, one that's kind of out of the blue and abrupt, one that might feel really shitty. Oh, sorry. That might feel really bad. So you might lose a job. You might something that you've been relying on is going to come away. But this, for you, is a blessing in disguise because it's going to get you to the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is the person who can sort of manifest all of their wealth, all of their dreams and hopes, and I don't know, their dreams and hopes, the things that they've been thinking about. They can sort of really pull them down from the heavens into the earth and make them part of their life. That's good. I mean, it might be scary for a little bit, but let's clarify this Four of Wands. All right. I need more info. This is the Nine of Wands, and I just cannot. I can't. Okay, all right. You know what? I can. So this is just saying, like, hey, look. This Four of Wands is in your future, but you are guarded right now, and that's kind of what you're supposed to be doing. So this isn't saying, not be yourself. This is saying be yourself, but again, protect that energy. All right, Eight of Wands reversed. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, so Devil's like, your Devil kind of, I don't know if you can see this, but most of you guys know that, like, on the Devil card, most people who'd be watching a tarot reading, they know that the Devil has, he's got these people prisoner, and they can't get away from him. So the Devil often signifies addiction, or, could be Capricorn. Capricorn is the related to the Devil card. Maybe you're a Capricorn, maybe somebody in your life is. But I think that maybe this message, maybe you're like overly messaging someone, and it's just not going anywhere, and you're like kind of addicted to messaging them, and it's not going anywhere. So it's time to just let them go. Let that train of thought, that conversation go. Doesn't mean you're not going to talk to this person or group of people later on, but there is something that you are pursuing that you can't stop pursuing, that you need to stop pursuing, some conversation, some topic with some particular person or group of people. All right, let's do the Six of Pentacles reversed. All right, so we got King of Cups again. So you're really being asked to focus on your emotional maturity. So what does that mean? Gosh, I don't know. I'm maybe this is my reading. I will try to put something useful in the links below when I upload this. Yeah. You're really being asked to emotionally mature, and that is what's going to get you to stop doing this. Stop giving people more than they are giving you, and focus on what you love. All right, Hope, let's clarify this star card here. All right, so you've got to change, and the Four of Cups. All right, so maybe you're really disappointed about what you missed, but it's time to, again, gratitude journal. Yeah, that's what that came up when the Hope even came out. When I do a gratitude journal, or not, gratitude list, I always find out things that I have in front of me that I didn't realize I had, and that's what this Four of Cups is about. So this person's really sad about their 3 cups being empty, and they're like totally ignoring that this 4th cup is coming out for them. Like, that's the one that they need. And so you're really gonna have to make a big change, but that's okay, because change is coming for you whether you like it or not. All right. So what about this plan? How do you plan this year? How's that? Let's clarify the 7 of Swords. Aw, let's take these both. They both came out. King of Pentacles. Ooh, so you started with Queen and you're ending with King. So you're just really, the term I guess people like to use these days is abundance. This year is really about abundance and getting that bag. All right, so let's clarify this 5 of Swords reversed. So we are moving on from defeat. Nice. So the King of Wands is like, I don't know, like the daddy of passions. Like basically, like this person has mastered what they love to do, what brings them joy, what they're passionate about. So that's your job this year. So that looks really good. Oh my God, I can't make this stuff up. I wish I'd done this on camera. Bottom of your deck energy here is victory. So you are good. So I guess to summarize this, to make the most out of your year, it's really about finding out what makes you feel alive. What makes you feel alive. Not what makes you feel, makes you get approval from, your mom, your dad, your teachers, your boss, your, crush, whatever, whoever it is that you want approval from. It's not about that. It's about developing what makes you feel alive. Because at the end of the day, all of those people, even if they're great, even if you have even if your crush is great, we like to blame our crushes when they don't like us or whatever. Even if they're great, they're not going to be there with you all the time. And you're the only person who's going to know yourself as well as you know yourself. So it is really time for you to retreat, take a step back, and find out what you love. And you have it. You've got it all. And you're on your way. So thank you, pile number 1. I hope you liked your reading. This was a lot of fun, and hopefully I will see you again soon. All right. Pile 2. This is how to have the best year ever. All right. Let's start out with, let's start out with seeing who it is that you are right now. Who are you right now at the start of this year? You're very protected. So you're protecting yourself. So the rose, sort of, this card focuses on the thorn aspect that the rose has. The rose is very beautiful, but the rose is protected by their thorns. So whether or not you should be doing this is another question. I don't know yet. But this is your starting point. You're very protected, and you might need to be. All right. So what are you striving for? Who do you want to be? Who does your highest self want to be? Who are you striving to become on your journey of this year? So you want to be crawling all over the place and sort of taking in information. All right, so you might have to come out of your shell a little bit. We'll see. You're very lucky. You're very lucky. So your bottom of the deck energy here is the star. That's what's supporting you in your journey and who you are this year. Nice. All right, let's take a look at the energy that you're bringing in right now. Okay, pile 2. What energy is pile 2 bringing in right now? All right, so you've been in a period of reflection, and that might be because so we can relate these together. So you might be protecting yourself so that you can reflect uninterrupted. It's funny, this kind of feels like a life stage continuation of pile 2. Pile 1. So pile 1 is the person that wanted to come into reflection, and you're the one who's been in reflection, protecting yourself. All right, what kind of energy is going to serve you the best to strive for this year? What energy is going to serve you the best to strive for? Faith. All right, so you're being called to have faith in what? I don't know. Yourself? The world? The universe? Probably both. Yourself and the universe. Sounds good. Sounds good to me. So how do you get from this, self-protective, reflective state to this, curious, but earnest, or curious, earnest, faithful, hopeful state? Happiness. Do what makes you happy. That's pretty clear. So I know that there are like little checklists. I think there's like a DBT checklist of pleasant experiences. I can try to put that in the comments. We'll see. Yeah. So it seems like you're going to learn what it is that you want to learn. You're going to weave together what it is that you want to weave together. So long as you are cultivating your joy. Bottom of the deck is frustration. So you might run into some frustration sometimes. But you are getting that, or you have that bag, so whatever. You can maybe pay somebody to help you out with the things that you're frustrated with this year. All right, maybe that'll make you happier. Yeah, so maybe some of you need to outsource. Maybe some of you have cultivated a lot of abundance, and you can now, outsource, delegate, pay other people to do some of the things that you don't love as much. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot, and I am going to take reversals here. All right, so how can you use your joy to get you to weave, to be curious and get you to weave something important? You've already protected yourself. You know who you are. How can joy help you get to the next step? Oh boy. All right. We'll keep him. We'll notice that she's here. Very nice. Knight of Cups reversed. So maybe there's like an offer that is like not that great that you can kind of skip. We'll come back to it. Oh, damn. Maybe there is a heartbreak. Yeah, so, okay. So I don't know if this is in the past or if this will happen this year, but there's going to be an offer that kind of breaks your heart. And so it's your job to find your joy while that's happening. Or if that happens, your job is to cultivate your joy at all times. All right, what else? Whew, all right. Oh, okay, yeah. So you can start out the year. You don't have to, be out and about partying with everybody. You can take time for yourself. So you've been in reflection, you've been protecting yourself. You can continue that energy, especially if you're sort of recovering from something that really, really disappointed you. Like maybe you were really hoping something was going to work out with a job or someone you were dating, and that job or that person just did not rise to the occasion, and you had to cut them loose. Yeah, that can be really hard. All right, well, this one came right out. So again, this is sort of the past energy, and it looks like you were headed towards exploring. So you're taking in, you're sort of, so the spider, crawls around and can sort of see a lot that larger animals can't see. So the spider can sort of very secretly take things in. And the fool takes a leap of faith. So it's your job to sort of find new things, build new things, because they're going to be the key to cultivating some new happiness. So I don't know, just joy. What makes you feel joy? Just write out a list. What makes you feel joyful? All right, what's next for you guys? All right, so maybe you're very beautiful, or maybe like this is calling you to really focus on what makes you feel beautiful. The Queen of Wands is sort of the very desirable woman. So maybe that's who you're going to become when you're cultivating your joy. It makes sense. People like to be around joyful people. All right, what else is going on here? Okay, so you had a painful ending. This is over. You're over this energy. So I think this might be a continuation. It might be stuck another, maybe pile 1 was 2024 and this is 2025 for somebody, or, pile 1 reflects your 2023. Anyway, because pile 1 had this right side up. So, not to take things for granted. And that's great. And that's serving you, and that will continue to serve you. All right, so what's the center energy for you? Judgment. All right, so cards on the table. I always get judgment and justice confused. But I think this is sort of calling you to take stock. And that when you take stock, you will find out that, you really are flourishing and making the best of the best you can with what you have, and you might have a lot. Remember, you might have enough to pay people to do the things that frustrate you. Yeah, so really I think it's about your sort of discernment, when to cultivate joy and when to, hang back and be a little bit more prickly. But really this year, you can really focus on just being a happy MRFer. Like you're on your way to something new and something exciting. You've accomplished something important recently. And now you're sort of taking that to the next level. So that's very exciting. On the bottom of the deck, I do have Ten of Wands. So you might feel overwhelmed. So even more of a reason for you to cultivate your joy, find the thing, and delegate. You need to delegate. I think, that message is coming pretty loud and clear for you. So you can't do everything on your own. It's not going to make you happy at all. All right. Let's clarify what we have here. Okay. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups reverse for pile 2. Oh. All right. So, I'm going to say that you deserve the big cup. This offer fell below your expectations, and now it's your job to fill your own cup. You know the drill. So, cultivate your happiness, fill your own cup. You've got this. All right, clarify Three of Swords. Okay, all right. So you're just going to be tough. You got to keep being tough. You're a logic queen. You may have gotten divorced. You may have had a breakup. An offer may have fallen below expectations. And it's your job now to cut that out and move forward. All right. 4 of Swords. All right. So yeah, so you might be waiting. You might be waiting alone for something. You might be hoping for romance, and it might take longer. This person that you were hoping it was going to come from, they're just not giving you what you can give yourself. So, not emotionally anyway. All right, let's clarify the Fool. Okay, all right, so slow and steady wins the race. So you are going out on an adventure. You're taking a leap of faith. Doesn't mean you can't be careful. So you've already cultivated being very sort of protective of yourself. And now, you're being asked to branch out, have some faith in some new things, learn some things, but cautiously and slowly. So that's all right. You don't have to be, take everything, at once. You'll get where you need to go. All right, Queen of Wands, clarify that one. Oh boy. So yeah, so you're starting something that that's really important to you. They're really, really meaningful to you. Or I would say you're having a new beginning in something that ignites your soul, and that's awesome. And maybe it makes you feel beautiful. Maybe, feeling powerful, feeling beautiful, feeling your best is part of what can empower you to sort of ignite this passion that you have. All right, so 4 of Cups reversed. All right. Yeah, so you don't want to be, you're not caught up by the devil. Like, the devil is these 3 cups here. The person's all sad that they don't have what's in those cups, and they're obsessed with it. Maybe this person over here. And now that, that's just the devil, and, keeping you trapped and stuck. And you can, that you always have, there's always something new. You have faith that the universe will always provide. All right, so how do we end this? How do we clarify Judgment? Oh boy, Judgment. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups. So that's more disappointment, but I don't want to end on that. All right, so you're very strong. And you are strong and powerful enough to decide when something sucks and when it's something for you, Yeah, so I think the moral of the story, bottom of the deck energy. King of Chalices. Again, so pile 1 was also, so this is about cultivating your emotions, becoming emotionally mature, that's still supporting you. You've done a good job of that already, and that will take you far in your next year. It looks like you're still recovering from some heartbreak, but you are tough, and you are learning, and you are living a wonderful life. Just remember to cultivate that joy. Thank you so much, pile number 2. Hopefully I will see you in another reading. Okay, pile number 3. How can you make this your best year ever? Okay, so we are going to start off with finding out who you are right now. Who are you right now? Right now, you are represented by the Medusa. So, the Medusa, I don't know if you know the story, but anybody who looks at her, she's a woman with snakes for hair, and anyone who looks at her turns to stone. So you are really tough, and nobody is getting away with anything with you right now. All right. So who do you? Well, I don't say who you need to become, but who are you becoming? Who do you want to become? What does the universe have planned for you? What does your higher self want from you? Or hope for you to become this year? All right. Okay, so the mermaid, I'm going to get one more, because the mermaid sometimes is a little bit negative, and I don't think that, sometimes we want to learn lessons. Let's find out. Okay. So you are sort of sitting in your good fortune. So here you're very protective of yourself. It's funny because the last pile is also protective of themselves. But this one is like taking it up a notch. So the last one, pile 2, was the rose. And the rose is protected by thorns. Medusa isn't just protected. Like she's like preemptively turning people into stone. So that's where you are right now. And you are being called to just bask in your glory, in your fortune. Because you have everything you need. All right, let's find out what energy you are bringing into this year. Okay. What energy is pile 3 bringing in with them this year? Oh, whoa, weird. These came out. These were not supposed to be here. So what do I want to say about this? This is from pile 2. I'm just going to get... maybe check out pile 2. Okay. So, oh my goodness, what's going on here? What is happening? Okay. All right. So what energy are you bringing? What energy are you bringing with you? Oh, surrender. All right. So you have just totally surrendered. Maybe that has something to do with you. You're just not taking any bullshit anymore. You're not deluding yourself. All right. Well, that's good. What energy should you cultivate this year to make it the best year ever? Anger. So when something's bad, or like maybe not the most positive. Again, I like to clarify it, and if it's just all kind of bad, then we can address that. So anger, strength. All right. So I think this is not saying to suppress your anger. Absolutely not. I think this is saying that there is strength in anger sometimes. And I think you're just supposed to be in your sort of like, I don't know, not villain era, but like just kind of boss era. I'm not taking any shit from anyone. That's how you're coming into this. And that is going to translate into you taking your anger seriously, not suppressing it, letting it be a strength rather than weakness. All right, so how do you get to surrender from this to this, I guess, sort of appropriate picture of anger? Space. All right. So you just need to like back out, get some perspective, which is what you're doing. So a lot of, like, all these piles are about kind of retreating into yourself. But I am kind of taking it as like pile 1 is year 1, pile 2 is year 2, and pile 3 is year 3 for someone. So trust. So this is the bottom of the deck energy for you. So hold on. Yeah, so you can trust because you have everything you need. You have everything that you need. That's what's supporting you. So trust in yourself, trust in the universe, and zone out. Look at the big picture. Or zoom out, not zone out. Zoom out, look at the big picture. Maybe some of you guys are kind of zoned out. But zoom out, look at the big picture. You don't need to suppress your anger. You're strong, and that's why you get angry. People get angry. Anger is appropriate when something important is threatened. And you are important. And if somebody threatens you, then you should be angry. All right, let's take a look at the tarot. All right, I'm going to take reversals with these. Okay, so let's take a look here. All right, what do we have here? So how is pile 3 going to make this the best year ever? Okay, so the 8 of Swords is about being trapped in your own thoughts. So if it's reversed, I'm sorry, but this is kind of jiggling around. So if it's reversed, that means that that you are not letting yourself be trapped by your thoughts. You are finding a way to move beyond the ways that our thoughts can trap us. And that does have something to do with that surrender there. All right, what's next? What's next for pile 3? Okay, so the King of Wands reversed. So something about your passion. You kind of lost something about your passion because you've had a lot of wins. You've had a lot of wins, and now you're kind of like, all right, what's next? Yeah, so it's time for you to zoom out and get some perspective. All right, I don't remember how many I did for, you know what, I'm just going to do it like this. What's next? Okay. So you might be getting a little bit impatient about figuring out what's next. You may have been like all work, no play for a while. And you might be a little bit of that, you might be continuing to be a little bit of that. But that's all right. That's okay. That's going to make your year the best year ever. So, you know, that's all right. All right. So, yeah, so you are really focusing on reciprocity. So it's not that you're tallying up everything. That would be bad. But so this is over. Like, this has been painful for you, like not doing this. But, you know, over the years, I think you have used that to sort of rationalize, you know, not standing up for yourself. So you're like, I don't like fight over, you know, like trash. I don't quibble over insignificant things. I'm not petty like that. And now you're realizing that it's not petty. It's just sort of going with the flow better. Like, if you are matching other people's energy, you are sort of responding better to what the universe is giving you. So that's really good. So I like to see reciprocity coming in for you this year. All right. So I'm going to take these together. That's too many. So you had a tower moment that you're recovering from, and it's been great. It has brought you like prosperity. That's really enabling you to sort of co-create with the universe this way, you know, with the 6 of Pentacles. All right, 4 of Wands upside down. Yeah, so 4 of Wands tends to be like the 11-11 card, the Twin Flame card. So you might be over that. Like, that might be like, you might be on that journey, but you might not care, which is like totally fine. Like, that, you know, a lot of that stuff is just like used to like justify, you know, people treating you badly. And who cares if that person is your twin flame? You guys can reunite in the afterlife, compare notes, tell each other what you learned. You don't need to be with them right now if it's not working. You're good. All right, so what's your center energy? Oh shit. Okay. All right. So there is something that's kind of gripping you a little bit. I don't know what it is. We're gonna have to try and find out what. Oh no, what's happening? No. Oh God, no. Okay, we're still going. That's fine. Just when we uttered it out. So maybe, you know, this is something you don't want to hear. You know, you kind of just conked out when this came up. And we'll clarify on that a little bit. Bottom of the deck is fighting. Oh boy. So you're strong. You're strong, and you were there to stick up for others. You know, you spent a lot of your time like trying to be a nice guy, nice girl, nice person. And this isn't saying that you're being a jerk, but maybe by your standards. And of course, don't say mean things to people. Like, don't say abusive things to people, obviously. But like, you don't have to take any crap from anyone, and you know that. And that's where you're going, and you're not afraid of the fights when you need to have it. All right. Okay. Let's find out. Let's clarify some of these. Get the rest of this reading in here. All right, so pile 3 is not being trapped by their own thoughts anymore. So what can we learn about this? So pile 3. How is not being trapped by your own thoughts? How is that helping you this year? Oh my goodness. Look at you. You're so funny. So this is so funny. So like, here we are being super tough. We're moving on from the little twin flamey idea. But then we're going to get the 10 of Cups, which is like just as romantic as this one over here, if not more. Because this was annoying. It's fantastic. I'm not saying that you won't have union with your, I'm just saying, you know, maybe that's what this means. Just, you're over this journey and like the pain that it brings, and you not being trapped by that anymore is freeing you up for what you really deserve, which is a happily ever after. All right. So, all right, we'll take these two. King of Swords, 2 of Wands. All right, and that's clarifying victory. All right. So, yeah, you've been able to make a lot of good things happen with your, you know, logic, your clear thinking, your talent for speaking. But I think it's time that you know, continue on with something that has kind of fallen by the wayside. That's, you know, kind of been this King of Wands upside down. I think it's time to pick something back up that you didn't need because you were victorious. You didn't need this thing. But now it's not about what you need, you know, to win. You've already won. It's about just loving your time here, you know? So think about some project, maybe a book, a movie, something you were writing, a painting, a project that you've kind of abandoned. I think it's time to pick that back up. All right, Temperance. Why is Temperance in reverse? And it's right next to the Devil, which is kind of interesting. All right, so your heart longs for this happily ever after, for this passion project. And you've been such a good manifester. You've won. You've been doing so well. And you're kind of your heart really wants this passion project, and you're getting, underneath it all, you're getting impatient. Maybe that's what's going on with this Devil over under here. All right, let's get the reciprocity. Let's clarify that. Okay, so because you have the Nine of Pentacles, because you've cultivated an amazing life for yourself, you have so much to give, and you know when to take. All right. So this Tower moment is over. Happened maybe a couple years ago even for you. And it was the best thing that could have possibly happened to you. And you know that. You know that. All right, let's clarify that. It got you everything you wanted. So this Tower moment, you lost something. It was really important to you. You didn't know how you could go on without it. And you got everything you wanted when that happened. All right, let's clarify 4 of Wands reversed. Okay, we'll take both. So you got the Empress. And there's like, so whoever this person was that you thought you had, like, or that maybe you do, and maybe they're even coming back around for this Ten of Cups, but this energy of like this kind of like desperate twin flaming chaser, union needing energy, you have overcome it by being the Empress and nurturing, you know, other people's emotions. So this isn't saying that you're not getting reciprocity, but you've built up so much for yourself, and that is where you're putting your energy. You're putting your, and these people, these little young pages of cups, they need your help. They need you. This person, whether they needed you or not, wasn't help you. No, they were not giving you anything back. These people, they're going to bring you something. All right, now let's figure out. So yeah, it's your job to sort of nurture the young people. All right, so what's going on with this devil? Why is there the devil right smack dab in the middle? Oh my God, you're kidding me. Oh God, okay. I don't know what to do with this. I think you're still going to be struggling with this idea of that twin flame union. I think that's still going to be nagging at you. And you have to remember that when they pissed you off, that gave you strength. You're not benefiting the world by holding on to this. This is holding on to you. Let this go. All right. Once you do, that passion project that you wanted, is coming right back. It's coming right back with a vengeance. Okay, so let's wrap this up for you, pile 3. You are tough. You have succeeded. You've got this Achilles heel. At some point you heard about twin flames and that kind of messed you up. It's time to let that go. Just keep on being you and give back to the people who really need it. And your happily ever after, it's coming, but you have to be realistic about this. This has you trapped. You get this when you overcome that trap. You've got to let it go. You've got to let it go. Some of you, this is not your person. But you still have love in your life. You are love. You are the Empress. All right, pile 3. Thank you so much. And hopefully I will see you again sometime.